So this little trail right here that comes right here back in the water is a beaver trail. He made this trail and then he was over here getting trees. He was felling trees over there. You can see the entrance to his lodge, or probably one of his tunnels. So I was right over there. And so he will swim right over through here. And then he goes in his tunnel right there. He's felling some more trees over here. And you can see he's working away. Following his trail. Look at that. You can see his little hole. This is part of this whole network that just goes and goes and goes. We've been walking on it for 15 minutes now. Pretty sure it's the same family this whole time. So right here, you can see the beaver. He came and fell this big old quakie. And they eat bark. That's what beavers eat. So he's just pounding on this bark right here. Winter time, so he's not even bothering to try to move it into his lodge. There he is once again, all the way along those trees, which are along the water. You can see he just comes out right here. His little dirty paws as he walks out in the snow. Okay, so right now I'm standing on top of the dam. We still haven't gotten to their lodge yet. On top of the dam, not ready to go out here. This ice above his dam. Okay, so this is all the same system. Or in other words, same beavers. You can see how they walk in between here so they can keep traveling along this water source. And they'll go down underneath these tunnels they make. But this is probably trees right here, little branches that they had stored for winter. Maybe, I don't know, they look pretty dry. But, and then once they eat all the bark off of them, they kick them out. You can see up here, his little trail goes right up there, and then there's a tree. Here we are, probably a half mile now, just along this water. There's a bridge he created. You can see this is relatively new. And then Jason just fell. He's trying to get out. This is another dam that he created. Look at that. He gets stuck in there. So this whole area is referred to often as Bridgerland. And the reason why is because if you've seen the movie Revenant, the 18-year-old kid in there, his name is Jim Bridger, with Hugh Glass and those guys, those mountain men. This is back in the 1820s before U.S. cavalry was around. But they had built a big fort down in the valley, and the mountain men would go and they'd catch all they could, a beaver and other animals, and then they would go down and they would store it at that fort, which was known as a cache. And that's why it's called Cache Valley. But Jim Bridger got famous because he'd never forget a valley or a mountain system, and so he could draw up maps that were just incredibly accurate. And so he got famous. But yeah, this is the same country as those mountain men, the Revenant between here and Wyoming and western Montana. Still see. We just keep going. Here's this track. Comes right up to here. And then you can see, look at the carnage with all these trees. He's just taking out tons of trees. We keep falling through the snow. My feet are completely wet because I walked up over one of the beaver's tunnels, but it was just snow. It didn't have any dirt over it. And so I fell right through. Put that stick back down in there.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Look at that.
So that's the hole I fell in. Look at that.
Let me see it.
Yeah, Kai's film.
It's this deep. What?
Of water?
Dude.
Yeah. Kai's getting more and more adventurous, wanting to test the ice. All of us are wet up to our shins, basically, because all of us have fallen through into this creek at some point. But none of us have gone in deeper than that. We're all moving our phones and our keys up higher on our bodies to the upper pockets because we figure on the way back down Could get wet. Yeah, Kai says he's doing his due diligence right now.
Got you covered.
Oh!
Wow, that's pretty gutsy. Look, I'm moving it.
Oh wait, he's floating.
Oh!
Hey, use your stick and try to row towards me.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty impressive.
Jeez, Kai. That whole time I was filming zoomed in. Damn. Yeah, he's got. So all of our feet are already wet, so he figures whatever.
Look, it's sinking.
Oh, it is sinking.
You're sinking in deeper the whole time. You gotta get off, buddy. All right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Oh gosh. Oh. Are you able to get your shoe out? Oh, you did. Right next to that. Oh, that'll get you wet, Kai. We'll be heading back to the car if you fall through there after we dig you out. Okay, so we think this tree right here, all through here is the lodge. And it goes all the way and extends up over there. An absolutely enormous lodge. We went up here for a ways, and eventually the marking of the trees stopped, you know, with them gnawing on trees. And so we think this is the lodge. And for some reason they've been focusing more on down because there's actually a good amount up here. So eventually they'll get forced back up here. But you can't see it, but we walked around there. All of that is all covered over with mud and sticks. And so we think this is it. This is the lodge. Usually there's just one family of beavers. If they get too big as a family, they'll split up. So it's usually just one family working together. I love how close you're standing to it, Kai.
Huh?
That's about, what, 4 feet?
Yeah.
3.5, 4 feet.
Jump right
Yeah,
there?
4. Jump, no, Kai.